Hello, hi. So I have picked one interesting problem is find the majority element second. So this is problem on LeetCode. You can search and you can find it. I hope most of you have solved this problem, and I will tell you the approach for starting from brute force to the optimal one. So let's first read the problem statement. So problem says like given a integer array of size n, find all elements that appear more than c log n by 3 times. Okay, so there are some example like where array is 3 to 3, where is output 3. Similarly for 1 is 1, and for 1 2 is 1 2, and constraint is given like arrays can be size up to 5 into 10 to power 4. Okay, and it can be negative and positive both up to valid integer range. And follow up is, could you solve the problem in linear time? Okay, so you just allowed to view of n time and big of one space. So this is follow up, could you solve this problem in this space? So if you think about like either you like store the frequency of all element, what how will you find out the like appearance like for particular element you will find out frequency of that element, right? So if you think about, let take this example, right? For this one, so if you count frequency of all element present in that array, it appear two times and two appear one times. Okay, and I need those element called as majority whose frequency is greater than n by 3. So size of the array is 3, right? So what required n by 3, which is 3 by 3, which is should be greater than 1. Frequency should be greater than which only one element, that is 3. That's why answer is 3. So either you find out the frequency of each element and then uh, calculate the all those element whose frequency is greater than this uh, formula. Okay, so in that case you will require, right, you will require extra space for storing frequency. Okay, storing frequency, and then you will able to calculate. But as problem says, could you uh, it will be a linear one. If you use the hash map, that will be give the time frequency of each element in constant one. So means for each element it will be like constant one, big of one on average, and but it use a extra space. But I I will solve in in constant space without using any additional additional storage for calculating the frequency. Okay, so have you heard about, like, if you ever heard like the Moore algorithm, Moore voting algorithm? Okay, so Moore voting algorithm, what it says, Moore voting algorithm is optimized for this type of problem where it says it's find majority element. Okay, how it find? Let's suppose whatever the majority element that will cancel out with that other element, that frequency will cancel out with that other element. If you think about the first part of this uh, problem, where the majority element defined was majority element define n by 2, right? If you see this related problem, if you see the similar problem is this one. Okay, so if you have ever solved this problem, if you not solve it, then go and watch this video, you will understand. Okay, so I am referring to this video that I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. So let's use that concept. And so where I have tell you what is the measure. Suppose we have like what is the which frequency is greater than the n by 2, right? Okay. So suppose we have 1 and 2 and 2. And if you see what is the size of the array, n is 5, right? And frequency of 1 is 3 and frequency of 2 is 2. Okay, so let's do it like this way. Okay, so if you see that what Murray says frequency, each frequency of majority element will cancel out by the other element frequency with other element. If you see that this one is will cancel out this one and this will in which cancel out will this one, whatever the left, that is the majority. If you see that one frequency of that one element one is the left, that is the measure. That concept I will apply here. Okay, so here is the like definition is like change in this problem. Definition is majority element when the uh, frequency is greater than the n by 3. Okay, so frequency is greater than n by 3 in this problem. Okay, so how many majority element can be possible? It can be possible 0, 1 or 2, max 2. Only max 2 majority element can be possible. Let's find out how can't be more than 2. Suppose if you have like an element, okay, an element, and if all element like if it had let's suppose n is 6. Okay, so that will be easy to understand. 1 1 2 3 3. If what will the if you divide by n by 3, n by 3 which give the 3. Okay, suppose I am taking like 1 1 which have a one have a frequency 1 2, similar to have a frequency 2, 3 have 3 frequency 3 2. Okay, so all element have same frequency. So if you like if you thinking like there are possible like more than two majority element in case of n by 3, it can't possible. If you sum of these like n1 to whatever the frequency, okay, n by 3 plus n2, at most only two possible, but if I say let's see three possible into, so whatever the element, if you add up that frequency it will goes like beyond the n. Okay, n by 3 for particular element have n by 3 times. Similarly n by 3 and n by 3. Okay, so if it equal then it will be n, right? If you apply the formula it will be equal, but I need frequency should be greater than. If any of is greater than one, then it can't be like it will be exceeded count of n, right? So it won't, mathematically it won't be possible, right? So only two element possible, that max two element possible that have majority in will be in majority according to the condition. Okay, let's find out so let me write the code for it. So first I will calculate define the, let me only two. I am taking two variable for it. Candidate one. Suppose I have a 0 and initially candidate 2 0 and its frequency count 0. Second candidate frequency count initially 0. So let's start with the let it rate element one by one. Let me compare it. If num equal to candidate 1, if it is equal to candidate 1, let's increase its frequency, okay, which is the anti one. Else if it is equal to candidate 2, num equal to candidate 2, let's increase its frequency of candidate 2 frequency is the nt2. Else if first I will check if either none of these matches, then first I will check if CNT frequency of first element is 0, then just assign current element to that, means this could be a candidate one. Okay, so let me just do it. uh, Candidate is equal to num, and let me, what other things I needed. uh, okay, okay, so that is what I would need. I would need also need to increase the, once you assign current element to candidate one, that will be one frequency one, right? One occurrence of this one. So let's do it. Else if frequency of second element is also 0, then we need to do similar for the candidate, correct? In case of this is not 0, also this is not matched, then maybe it's a candidate too. Okay, so let's reset it. Else what I need to do, just in case of unmatch doesn't match any of these conditions, just decrement its both candidate frequency. Okay, once you've done with the all the element, then in last, as I said, it can be possible 1 0 or 1 or 2, max 2 majority element can be possible for n by 3 appearance. Okay, let's define the answer. What is the return type is list. Okay, so let me list integer ans is equal to uh, new array list. Okay, so what I will do, first I will refresh it 0, cnt2 is equal to 0. I will iterate. I don't know uh, which one element will be selected as majority. It may be 0, it may be 1, it may be 2. Say so in last I will have candidate 1, candidate 2. Then I will iterate again and will match each element to the candidate 1, either candidate 2, then increment the its frequency. Okay, so let me do it. So once you, if num is equal to candidate 1, then just increase its count. Else if num is equal to candidate 2, then increase the anti candidate 2 frequency. If the anti 1 is greater than what is the size? Let me define a variable for its size. Okay, n equal to nums dot length. Okay, so I need to check it will be majority when frequency of this candidate one is greater than n by 3. Okay, so I will add into the answer that candidate, add candidate 1. Okay, similarly for I will do for the candidate. First I will check, then I will add into. Last I just return the answer. Correct. Let me just uh, run it. I hope identifier expected. Okay, let me check what I think. C and T1, C and T2. What I think uh, expected outside of the method. Okay, I think uh, okay. Let me just by mistake I have just move out to the method. Okay, I just need to do this inside a method. I have put this one inside a class. That's what. So yeah, I think this is got passed. Let me submit it finally. Okay, let me see it. Okay, so now it got submitted. Okay, now it is accepted. So I will say like you will must watch the first part of this video, majority element. You will get the intuition there. That intuition I will have extended here to solve this problem. So this is like Moore voting algorithm. This is the a problem where it is used. And suppose in future if you asked a problem like if you someone define uh, like majority element definition if change got change in future any problem where is n by k is the called as majority element where k is variable, k can be 4, then you have to take the three candidates, then three candidates possible for it for that means at most three candidates. Okay, so you will do track this way but it will be like you can solve this using this approach for n by k also. Okay, but you have to track this, will be messy but it will work. Okay, so as I see majority of the problem is like I have seen only n by 3 uh, as of now. Okay, so that's it. Happy coding.